Welcome to 5 Minute Friday, everybody, where we share best tips and tricks to help you get just a little bit better every week. And it's Backwards Hat Day. Backwards Hat Day. Eddie, what you got, man?
Something I learned from Little League.
Okay. You've been coaching a Little League team lately, so.
Yeah, as evidenced by the raspy voice. I'm working through a little bit of a cold and, shouting instructions across the field at children.
Should I have brought the Lysol can in here to spray it down?
I think we're by that, But, you'll know in about 5 days.
Great.
All right, the point.
Yes.
All right, I've discovered something that should have been a lot more evident to me. I think that it scales very well into just working with any team.
Mm-hmm.
Got my team of 7, 8-year-olds, and on any team, you've got your stars. You got your guys that are front round, first round draft picks. They know how to play.
I'm gonna need some names here just to stir some controversy here in little Milledgeville, Georgia.
Well, so I've got my guys that they really know what they're doing. They know how to play.
Yes, yeah.
Then I've got some guys that are young. They might know how to play, but they're adjusting the league, and they're maybe the middle of the road. And then you've always got your guys that you picked up in the later rounds of the draft, and they're not paying attention. Maybe mom made them play.
Yeah,
there are a lot of
they're there for the snacks, and that's it.
They're all there for the snacks.
Well,
let's
fair.
be clear.
But those are especially there for the snacks.
They're especially there for the snacks. And I've got a couple that, just for various reasons, attention span or just sensitive heart or whatever it is, they need a little extra coaching. And we've managed to win a few games this year. We didn't know how the team was going to line up. We won a few more games than we really expected to. But one thing I've noticed is we're playing these other teams, and my team is small. We've got a lot of small kids on the team.
Yeah.
Some of these other teams, they've got kids that I swear I can put one of my kids on his own shoulders and he won't be as tall.
I watched the game last night, and I can attest to this. One kid stepped up to the plate, and you guys are doing coach's pitch.
Yes.
And I was like, if that kid gets a hold of it, the coach is going to die.
Yeah, he's going down.
There's just going to be a hole where his face was.
It's going to be
exactly what he would look like.
And then we've got
it's terrifying.
We've got some kids on our team that are they're tiny.
Yeah.
And literally, if I stack this, there's one kid I'm thinking about. I don't want to call names, but if I stack him on his own shoulders, he would not have been as tall as the kid you're talking about.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, their lineup, they'd be really strong, and then they'd fall off hard.
Mm-hmm.
Our lineup, we've worked very, very hard with the guys that struggle a little more,
mm-hmm.
and we've gotten them hitting.
Yeah.
These kids, much to their credit, they're hitting the ball. And we've won some games. The reason we are winning is because the bottom 3 kids in our order hit.
Yeah.
We haven't left them behind.
Yeah.
And it kind of dawned on me,
it's Moneyball. They get on base.
They get on base.
They get on base.
And the other guys drop.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a role to play.
Yeah.
That kind of, you can go and all that.
Yeah.
The really bottom line is that a lot of times we focus on the talented on our teams, and we pay a lot of homage to that, and we pay a lot of attention to that, and we just kind of even maybe pander to that as leaders.
Yeah.
When perhaps we need to focus a lot of energy and attention on the people we see that need help. It matters.
They can contribute too.
They're critical contributors.
Yeah.
Don't forget them. Don't sweep them to the side. Don't see them as less than.
So what you're saying is that some of the other teams have not prioritized some of those, we'll say, C tier, whatever you want to say, players. And as a result, they're suffering because they're lacking consistency and all of that across the board.
They're not playing as a team.
Yeah.
They're playing disjointed. They're not getting the most out of the whole lineup because they're not playing as a team.
Yeah.
Our guys, they've come together, they played as a team, and top to bottom, the bottom of the order is feeding the top, and we're scoring more runs.
Yeah.
And I think that, this works in Moneyball. That's what you want, the bottom of the order in Major League Baseball games. The bottom of the order is feeding the top.
Yeah.
you've got to come up with a way organizationally to make sure that you're not just leaving people behind. You've got to come up with a way organizationally to make sure that you're paying appropriate attention to the people that you need to be farming up, that you need to be investing in.
Yeah.
Like your investment could pay down more times over by investing in the people that are, maybe you're looking at them, they're C tier.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just like whatever job they're on.
Right.
It's not as celebrated.
Yeah.
Like the thing they do isn't as celebrated.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They're playing a role and the whole team wins together. The whole team has to play
pushing
well.
back into construction a little bit, like the person that sweeps the floors is just as, they're playing a critical role, like keeping the job site clean, keeping it safe, allowing people to move freely through. Like you can look down on whatever role. That's an example of that. Just somebody running a broom. You can look down at that, or you could realize like, hey, actually, no, if I invest in that person and I help them understand like how they're helping, that motivates them more. It makes the rest of our team that much better because crap's out of the way.
Yeah.
They know where we're going to be tomorrow, and we can, move into that spot. We can do our work without worrying about starting the day moving a bunch of garbage.
Clean job site, like that is a Larry Campbell pet peeve.
Oh,
like
for sure.
And a lot of people talk about how you could walk out on a site and take one look at the site.
Yeah.
And kind of, it's almost like a mirror
Mm-hmm.
or, a window into how the job is actually being run administratively. So, everybody's got a role to play. Everybody's got a job to do. And there's something to, I think there's some leadership humility and just paying attention to the players that you might want to just cast off to the side.
Yeah.
You might just want to be like, that's just whoever, or that's just whatever. Make sure you're paying attention to all of it. And then the team's running like a well-oiled machine. You got everybody contributing.
Yeah.
And, as everybody's contributing, like the bottom of the lineup feeds the top.
Yeah. So essentially what you're trying to tell everybody here is that you're the Billy Bean of Little League. Is that it?
No, that's not at all what I am trying to say. I'm saying I do want to.
Don't go up against me in Little League. You will lose because I play Moneyball.
I want to say that I don't think this is coaching. I think this is something I'm observing.
Yeah.
Like I think that the bottom of our order is performing and I'm observing that.
Yeah.
I'm not taking credit for that necessarily. I'm just saying it's working.
Yeah.
And I'm watching a team that doesn't look like it should be beating the pants off of, another team that's literally twice its size.
Yeah.
They're taking care of business.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to it. There's just something I wanted to call out. Some food for thought on a Friday.
Well, there you go.
It's lighthearted food for thought. And it's springtime, man. There's baseball everywhere.
It's baseball.
I had the excuse.
We gotta go to a baseball game this year, man.
Braves got the Reds tonight. So.
Dang. That would have been a fun one to go to. Anyway, well, guys, there you have it. Go build something awesome.